At least 10 people were killed as a fishing boat capsized near Chuja Island Saturday. We bring you the harrowing story. President Park Geun-hye visited 2 soldiers maimed by North Korean mines buried near the DMZ, promising their country would take care of them. And Thai fans of Kpop have launched a Visit Korea campaign as Korea's tourism industry recovers from the MERS outbreak and military tensions with the North. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, September 7th. I'm Luke Clary. A fishing boat capsized near Chuja Island on Saturday, leaving at least 10 people dead as of Monday morning. The boat's captain, who had been clinging onto the vessel along with the other survivors before setting out to rescue missing passengers, was also discovered dead. Here's what transpired on the waters off Chuja Island.
Last Saturday, the fishing boat Dolphin departed from Hachuja Island near Jeju Island around 7 p.m. with some 20 passengers on board. Most of the passengers were staying inside the cabin without their life vests because a sudden downpour had soaked the life-saving devices. Not even 30 minutes after the departure, the boat suddenly listed and then overturned in an instant. Passengers in life vests jumped into the water while the 46-year-old captain and some other passengers held on to the hull of the capsized boat for their dear lives.
시동이 꺼지면서 선장님이 밖에 나가야 된다고 그래서 다 나가는데 물이 차더라고요. 다른 사람 다 뛰들고 있는데 내가 나간과 동시에 바로 뒤집어지더라고요.
But waves more than 2 meters high swept them away, and the captain, while trying to rescue more people, also disappeared from view. Only 3 men were able to cling on to the hull before being rescued by a fishing boat passing nearby. They were rescued about 11 hours after communication broke off with the Dolphin. The captain, who had tried to save the passengers in the water himself because help was late in coming, was found dead later on.
It's still impossible to get an exact count of passengers aboard the fishing boat that capsized over the weekend. Critics say that this shows loopholes in the management of fishing boat entry and departure reports. Here's the story.
Shortly after the sinking accident, the Coast Guard estimated that 19 people were aboard the fishing boat. The number of passengers was later revised to 21, 19 hours after the accident. Even this figure is little more than an assumption and cannot be confirmed.
순서는 명부상 20명이 순서대로 되어 있었으나 실제 순서 인원과 일치하지 않아 계속 확인 중에 있습니다.
Immediately before leaving Haenam, South Jeolla Province, the captain of the boat, surnamed Kim, wrote in an erroneous departure report that 22 people were on board. The inaccurate report was submitted to Shinyang Port in Chuja Island as well. At small ports like Haenam, civilians such as heads of fishermen's associations file departure reports by proxy and as such have no authority to search and inspect vessels. There are 900 such civilian report centers that operate in name only across the nation. Under current rules, those found to have falsified passenger lists can be fined only up to approximately $833 US. The Coast Guard's Safety Center in Chuja Island will inevitably have to take responsibility for failing to detect inaccurate entry and departure reports.
President Park Geun-hye visited the 2 soldiers maimed by North Korean mines buried near the DMZ. The president told Staff Sergeants Ha Jae-hun and Kim Jung-won that she was deeply moved by their military spirit and camaraderie and promised that their country would take care of them.
President Park Geun-hye visited Staff Sergeant Ha Jae-hun, who had both of his legs amputated after he was injured by a North Korean mine blast. The seriously injured Staff Sergeant Ha had been transferred to a civilian hospital where he's been receiving treatment.
이런 장병이 있다는 게 얼마나 든든하고 참 믿음직스럽고 자랑스러운지 몰라요. 앞으로 이런 신분이 좀 많이 나올 거예요.
The president promised the soldier the country would take care of his medical bills. Criticism erupted when it was reported Ha had to pay for his own medical expenses at a private hospital. She then visited Staff Sergeant Kim Jung-won, who had his right foot amputated at the ankle. She told Kim that she was deeply moved by his camaraderie and how he had helped his fellow officer even when he was badly injured himself.
수술해서 깨어나자마자 동료부터 먼저 챙기고 또 평생 군으로 남겠다는 이제 그런 그 군인 정신으로 아주 많은 국민들에게 큰 감동을 주었습니다.
President Park Geun-hye delivered monetary gifts to the two servicemen and instructed Defense Minister Han Min-gu to do his best to provide assistance to them as well.
With more consumers shopping online, large supermarket chains are striving to deliver orders more quickly and conveniently. Let's take a look.
A homemaker drives into a large supermarket. After some simple checks at the entrance,
물건 어디에 실어드릴까요? 뒷좌석으로 좀 놔주세요. 예.
products she had ordered in advance are loaded into her car. This large supermarket introduced a system allowing customers to stop by on their way home from work to pick up products they ordered earlier online. Satisfaction levels with the service are high, as customers don't need to disembark from their cars, and the service is offered even at late hours.
집에 너무 늦게 가서 음식을 늦게 한다든가 이런 시간이 있는데 바로 제가 찾아갈 수 있어서.
As orders come in, a machine distributes products and places them in baskets. 16,000 different products are speedily sorted as per customer requests. To shave minutes off delivery times, even the order of deliveries is determined based on traffic conditions. The mechanization has increased the amount of deliveries by a factor of 50, and processing speeds have increased more than threefold.
오전에 주문하면은 오후에 바로 배송이 되더라고요. 시간 절약도 되고.
Large supermarket chains, which in the past focused on scale, are striving to attract customers by offering faster, more convenient services.
The Internet of Things connects all manner of devices and appliances and allows information to pass back and forth among them through the web. Cutting-edge products unveiled at this year's IFA Berlin demonstrate how far IoT technology has evolved.
A person places her smartphone next to a flat circular device before going to sleep, and the phone displays a message informing the start of her sleep cycle. When the person falls asleep, the TV turns off by itself and the air conditioner goes on automatic mode. The device monitors the user's heartbeat and breathing to optimize the sleeping environment for each sleep stage. This small round sensor turns an ordinary household appliance into a smart device. When the sensor is attached to an old washer or refrigerator, it allows a smartphone to turn the outdated appliance on and off and check its status. SK Telecom won attention with a device that measures how much exercise the dog had and transmits the data to the owner's smartphone.
For exercise for the dogs, I think it's like a funny or interesting thing.
These cutting-edge technologies, showcased by the leading electronics giants in Korea, Europe, and China, have demonstrated that the era of self-thinking and self-operating appliances has already arrived.
In city traffic, drivers must be especially vigilant to avoid hitting pedestrians. Larger vehicles like SUVs can keep pedestrians out of view of other cars until it's too late, as a KBS team investigation shows.
Cars are parked in a line on the edges of a two-lane road. A woman emerges from behind a white SUV to cross the street and is hit by a passing car. With no time to react, accidents occur when high school students or children suddenly appear from between cars. In particular, drivers are unable to spot pedestrians even directly before hitting them when SUVs obstruct their line of sight. An analysis was conducted on some 730 video files of accidents involving pedestrians, which were submitted to an insurance company. The results show that SUVs account for 30% of accidents caused by obstructed visibility. The cause appears to be that SUVs are 1.7 meters tall on average, about 20 centimeters taller than passenger cars. When a 170 centimeter tall dummy appears from behind a sedan, the top of its head can be seen from afar. However, nothing can be seen at all from behind an SUV, leading to an accident. Taking into consideration that drivers cannot see pedestrians in many cases, those on foot must check in both directions for approaching cars before crossing a street.
The number of foreign tourists in Korea plunged with the double whammy of a MERS outbreak and military tensions between South and North Korea. Thai fans of Kpop voluntarily launched a Visit Korea campaign to help out. Take a look.
This cover dance contest features dancers performing to the songs of K-pop idol singers. Young Thai K-pop fans perform the dances of their favorite singers. The popularity of K-pop fan clubs in Thailand is on par with the popularity of its stars. This festival brought together 15 teams. The winner gets to participate in a World Cover Dance Festival to be held in Korea.
ก็หลังจากนี้จนถึงวันนี้ต้องไปก็ต้องหนักกว่านี้อีกครับเพราะว่าถือว่าเราได้เป็นตัวแทนแล้วเราต้องทำให้ดียิ่งกว่านี้ให้
After the contest, an exciting flash mob is held to K-pop music. The contest also featured banners reading "Let's Go Korea" and events promoting tourism in Korea.
I love Korea! Let's go Korea!
K-pop is now more than just an element of Korean culture. It's drawing tourists from around the world to Korea.
The popularity of the movie Veteran continues to skyrocket, becoming the 7th biggest box office hit in Korea. Here's more from the world of culture.
The movie Veteran exposes power abuse by chaebol families. As of last Saturday, the film had drawn 11,650,000 viewers, beating The Attorney and drawing the 7th largest number of viewers in Korea to date. Daily viewer figures also put Veteran at 2nd place, behind only the Hollywood production Ant-Man. Meanwhile, blockbuster hit The Assassination drew 12,430,000 viewers as of last Saturday, the 5th largest figure in Korean cinema. Pianist Moon Ji-young has become the first Korean to win the Ferruccio Busoni International Piano Competition. The prestigious biennial competition held in Italy has so far produced many renowned pianists from all over the world. Moon is the first Korean to win its top title. Moon enrolled in the Department of Instrumental Music at the Korea National University of Arts with honors last year, after passing a high school equivalency exam due to her family's financial difficulties.
Canned food is generally thought to have a long shelf life. In some cases, that's true. But today, we'll sort out the facts from commonly held misconceptions about canned foods.
Many people tend to think that canned food doesn't even have an expiration date.
기본 살코기 참치는 5년에서 7년, 양념이 첨가되어 있는 통조림의 경우에는 3년에서 5년 정도 보관이 가능합니다.
But once opened, be sure to eat everything and leave no leftovers, because canned contents can spoil. And then there's a compound called furan found in cans, which has stirred up controversy after being reported to be a carcinogen, raising the risk of getting cancer.
퓨란은 단백질과 탄수화물이 있는 식품에 열을 가하게 되면 자연적으로 발생하는 휘발성 잠재적 발암물질입니다.
However, since furan is highly volatile, the danger can be easily averted. Simply leave the can open for 10 to 15 minutes for the furan to evaporate. It will take even less time if the contents are transferred to another container. Food additives and chemicals hidden in liquids are another common concern.
카놀라유, 해바라기유 등 식물성 기름이 들어가기 때문에 버리지 말고 볶음이나 찌개 요리 등을 할 때 통조림 국물을 함께 넣어주시면 맛이 더 좋아집니다.
Sea snail cans contain water and soy sauce. As the flavor of the sea snails is released during heating, adding 2 tablespoons of this liquid makes the dish more flavorful. You must be careful when opening a can though, because the edge of the lid can be pretty sharp. Place your thumb firmly in the center of the lid and pull up the tab to open a can easily and safely. Here's a tip when taking luncheon meat out of a can. Just let it sit in warm water for a couple of minutes, and that will allow the meat to slide out more easily. For those days when fresh food's not an option, there's an almost unlimited range of canned food available for easy meals that can still be delicious, without having to worry about their safety if you get to know more about them.
Now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.